I have a comment.
Yes, sir.
Just if you could quickly touch on something you touched on in a prior lecture in regards to the fat and phlegm. Fat and phlegm. You recall?
Yes. With that, he's asking me to speak. When we speak in natural medicine, we say like with phlegm, like most people think of phlegm, they think of mucus, like when you blow your nose and things like that. But we talk about like fat and things like that are different types of phlegm. If you can think more in the abstract way, not just in the straight anatomical, physiological science textbook, but if you think about you know, fat and phlegm and things like that, what happens is with the digestive system, when we eat improperly, it weakens the digestive system and causes us not to be able to digest our liquid and solid waste. Our liquid and solid foods, excuse me, as well as it can. And so the liquids can begin to just be stagnant in the body. And that's where you see like the swollen legs and swollen arms, or just, you know, women a lot, they say they retain, or folks may say they're retaining water. And after a while, that water can just like turn to dampness, like a saturated sponge. And as those waters stay in the body, they get even more thicker, mucky, and turn into phlegm. And that phlegm is stored in the lungs, and that's where like the colds and stuff come. So a lot of times, like chest colds and even allergies can be due to a weak digestive system. And when we weaken when we strengthen the digestive system, a lot of other health concerns can go away. Also, that water can store in that different parts of the body. Basically, it's phlegm, and another way we call phlegm is like cholesterol. You could think of like phlegm in the blood vessels is also known as, like, you know, that cholesterol that builds up and causes that fatty buildup in the blood vessels and can lead to arteriosclerosis and different heart conditions and things like that. So one of the ways for actually folks to lose weight is to actually strengthen the digestive system, and even the fast, what we're talking about with the juicing. What happens to juicing, the juice will give your body the nutrients that it needs, but for energy, your body will start to burn the fat, because that's all excess fat is just energy. Everybody talks about calories, how many calories it has. A calorie is a unit of energy. So basically, how much energy do I have to use to burn? Like when someone asks how many calories is in that soda or whatever it is, you know, whatever it is, it has, you know, 30 calories or no calories. Basically, a calorie is a unit of energy, and so how much energy do I have to use in order to burn off this meal I just ate? That's the significance of how many calories is in something. And so the less calories we take in, when we're burning energy, our body's going to need to burn something. And what it's going to burn off when we take in less calories than, like if we consume less calories than we burn, we're going to lose weight, because our body is then going to burn off that excess fat and things like that that are in the body. The answer?
Yes.
Your question?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes.
I have one more. Can you discuss about orange peels again?
Oh, the orange peels?
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? Specifically, actually, tangerine peel. Everybody, y'all folks have been in someone's house and they just got tangerine peel drying and hanging. That's very good.
Orange.
Yeah, orange peel or tangerine peel, any of your citrus peels. Yeah, and you can boil it up as a tea. And that's very good for the digestive system. Also, some of the things, we're speaking about one of the last seminars and last events that we had, I did another talk and spoke about actually how fibroids and other health conditions are actually related to our bodies not breaking down food properly with the digestive system, and that that food being stored, the excess waste being stored in different parts of the body and mixing with blood and all sorts of other things, and leading to stuff like fibroids, or in men, leading to prostate conditions or cancers, whatever it is. So with the tangerine peel, that's very good for strengthening the digestive system, the stomach, and it's not going to really clean you out, but it's going to keep the organs strong, and also cut up that grease and stuff from some fat. Right, it's preventive. Exactly.
Preferably dry or fresh?
dried is actually better. And the longer it stays dried, tangerine is one of those things, like the longer it stays dried, or
I
orange.
know more about tangerine at
I know
first.
about
I know about
orange, because the orange will do stop belly hurting.
Right. Yeah, they're all the same family. I use tangerine. That's why I'm partial to tangerine, because with herbs I use tangerine, but you can use orange peel and it stops the belly from hurting. Exactly. And the longer it stays dried, that's one of those things that the longer it's dried, the stronger it gets. It's odd in that way.
Well, actually, anybody I boil it with along with a little piece of ginger.
Mm-hmm.
This is going
Exactly.
For cramping and that such?
Exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm. Especially even for like pregnant women, one of the main things that they can use for nausea is fresh ginger. I've helped in a day, you know. So I'm go get some fresh ginger, cheap, inexpensive.
What about the cinnamon?
Cinnamon's good also. Cinnamon's also good for like arthritis.
I use it because when I was pregnant, I use it, and I bring if I wasn't him, but I have natural buzz, and I didn't have no pain.
Yep, the red raspberry leaf, the
No,
okra.
but the cinnamon itself, I boil it and drink it for the whole time, and then I didn't have no like none whatsoever.
And cinnamon is very warming also, so that's going to keep the blood flowing and keep the blood warm. A lot of times too, with the conditions out here, folks walk around barefoot and things like that. All of that cold can actually go in through the feet and get into the body. That cinnamon is going to keep you warm and keep the blood flowing and keep the muscles warm. Cinnamon is actually one of the things that actually goes to the womb. Actually, in the medicine, it's one of the things we actually use to warm the womb. That's one of its benefits, like in terms of herbal medicine, it's actually to warm the womb. That's one of the main things we use it for. Yeah, see, that's that old time religion, that old stuff that we got. Yes, sir.
How do you use the cinnamon for arthritis?
Boil it as a tea and drink it every day.
Boil it and just drink it again?
Yep, boil it as a tea and drink it every day. Stick or two, you know. You want to make it strong as possible. You know, you don't need a whole lot.
But I was told that it's not good to use that plenty.
I mean, let's say you don't need a little bit.
No. What I'm saying is like using it if you go to make cereal or something, you put it inside. You're not supposed to put more than 1 or 2 sticks.
Well, with it, I know some folks, they'll grind it up, like they'll have like a concoction of like ground cinnamon, ginger, clove, like that 5 spice. And some folks I know, they may take like a teaspoon of that. Or some folks I know, even just on a regular basis, may even take like a quarter to half a teaspoon, and you can literally feel it. Like you can drink it when you could feel it circulating.
So this for the arthritis, you drink about how much? Half of a glass or something?
Right. I mean, with that, like I said, you can use, depending on, in the beginning you may use more, but you would go between like a half a teaspoon to like a teaspoon, even like a half a teaspoon
to a glass of
powder
water.
To a glass of water.
Okay.
And that can go down, and you literally feel it going through. Like as it goes down, you feel the heat circulating to the joints and to the through the muscles and through the bloodstream.
Question.
Yes.
When you do the phone consultation, how long do you spend with the client?
It depends if we set like a schedule. I prefer for one to come into the office if they can on the weekend or something. I'm there both Saturday and Sundays. If they can, just make a trip. I would say bring 2 or 3 folks, bring the whole family, and we'll make it a day, because I actually have all my tools and everything I need at the office, and there's certain things I need to do in person. But with a phone consultation, if we actually set up the time as opposed to someone just calling me, usually between 15 minutes to an hour or so.
On the phone?
On the phone, possibly, yeah.